at first glance, you kind of go, well, yeah, we do this is the way we do it. But then when you actually start to use it, then you realise that, well, okay, there are probably sort of time savings that will add up, which then becomes interesting. So in terms of the way you can drag and drop, the way you can do dependencies, but then the way you can do things like queuing up jobs, which is something we have to kind of do manually and in our head on the Google Docs. There's the thing around, you enter a project, you enter it once, then it sits there in the database. You don't have to add it per person like we do manually at the moment. I think it seems to be quite good around meetings, internal projects, things like that, which we struggle with. So I think it's one of those where I think to do it justice, we need to spend some proper time on it, load a bunch of projects in it, use it for a while and properly road test it. But I think, on first glance, it's going to be an easier thing to use. And then I think the areas where I'd hope that it would then start to add value are around the way that it works with the actual resource. So the daily emails, I think, is a good idea. It's something that we've done manually over the years and then it's dropped off, so that's something that would be good. Looking forwards, once we've got some data in it, is then looking at what the reporting can do, because I think there's things in there that we do from a finance department point of view where we're kind of taking data out of another source and doing things with it which might just be coming straight out of Resource Guru into some useful sort of learning. So yeah, I think it's got legs.
Yeah, the software is super easy to use, and the whole UX and stuff has been quite easy to manage, and it's great to see kind of the times that you can plot against people, because on our Google Sheet we've only really got like morning and afternoon, whereas with Resource Guru you can actually plot in times of day, which has been quite helpful, and meetings and stuff. I think being able to see further ahead than 1 or 2 weeks would be really useful, so we can put deadlines of the biggest projects in and see when people have to work on them. So at the moment we only do it 1 or 2 weeks ahead, which can make it hard to see the bigger picture. So I think the timings and the calendar function are the easiest things to use, best things to use.
I think the thing is, I think we'd use most of the features from the start. I think to be honest, the reporting will become more pertinent. I think because if we're bigger, the people who have less eyeballs on each job will need to kind of review things from a sort of global view. So I think that will be useful. And I just think, I think the bigger it gets, the more people using it, I think it'll become a more familiar thing. So, but yeah, like I say, I think the reporting thing is the main thing for me, because it's there at your fingertips and it's the sort of thing I can dip into of an evening or whatever and kind of see how things are going. And I think that's the tools like this, that's where it's useful, is if you can kind of get a real-time look.